Good evening, everyone. Aliii here. This is the second edition of our weekly wrap. Starting with Bitcoin, in the previous video, if you haven't watched that, make sure watch the previous video. I went through all the indexes, gold, silver, and also crude market as well. So in this video, I'm going to go through to the individual names, and we're going to cover starting with Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin had a nice surge to the upside last week. I should say last 3 days especially, and it can go all the way up to 120. I would say you're at 116,000. It can go all the way to 120,000. But within this wide range bar, everyone needs to be careful because we may see some kind of like a volatility after that. Or this is kind of like, I would say, this could be a very nice QM pattern. So if you see that, we take out this low by this low. So any kind of like a pullback can stretch out all the way middle of this wide range bar, somewhere around 120 to 122,000. Then if we see a reversal, that would be a very significant drop all the way to here. So we will wait for that one. But however, if we get above this high, so this pattern is going to be failed pattern, and we're going to go all the way up to new all-time high. So again, watch this middle of this wide range bar, which is going to be 120 to 120, 100,000. So we'll see how it goes. All right, moving on to Ethereum. Let me just close this. Yeah, Ethereum. Ethereum is the same. So we got kind of lucky into this QM pattern. Actually, is not there, but this is nice river head and shoulder. So if you see that this is a head and this is a left shoulder, this is right shoulder, and you can't just go down if you see a sign of reversal. If we take out this high, that pattern is not valid, and we can go all the way back to new all-time high. Right now, I'm just looking for a bearish engulfing or some kind of like a bearish momentum to the downside. The important level is going to be 4,000. If we take out 4,000, 3,000 is coming down the road after that. Bond yield at the same time, it just had a choppy day, goes all the way down to April low, getting back to the upside. This is just a bounce. And I would say Fed meeting next week is going to be very important. We may see some kind of like a volatility to this area, but I would say this is going to be sell like at 365, 370. Then we can get back to a downside. Remember, negative bond yield is going down, like a negative momentum is going to be bad for the stock market. And ultimately, the stock market is going to follow the bond yield. So everyone needs to be careful at that. Bond at the same time, we just had a nice breakthrough to the upside. This is kind of like, I would say, the trend, intermediate trend, and we break above this nicely. Strong momentum. We take out this high and getting back down just as a retest. And I would say this retest can go all the way down to 88, then getting back to the upside, 93 to 94. Dixie, it's very choppy. We may see some kind of like a pullback to the upside, but I would say at the same time, Dixie can go lower. So we will see how it goes. But Dixie is still on a weaker side. It's not actually the pattern is forming a pretty nice reverse head and shoulder. As long as we are above this 96, we can give a benefit of doubt for this breakout. We need to get above this 99. If we get above 99, we can go all the way up to 102 to 103. So right now, the pattern is forming bullish. At the same time, bond yield is at the very, very low. So we may see some kind of like a bounce, but again, needs to have a fundamental reason for that breakout to the upside. So that's going to put pressure on the bond. And we will see because bond yield is kind of like a crash into the downside. I would say still the Fed is going to bring the rate down instead of going to the up. Maybe we see a positive verbiage from Jerome Powell that can bring the hope to the dollar market, but right now dollar is on the weaker side. VIX at the same time, it's just forming. Actually, it's coiling up pretty nicely. Market is just going higher and higher stock market, but VIX is kind of like a forming the bottom here, $14. I'm kind of like a surprise if we see VIX $12. I would say this is kind of like the bottom, but it takes maybe time for a next rally. But if it gets above 17 and half, $18, then any pullback, it would be great, kind of like a spike index to 27, 29 immediately. So everyone needs to keep an eye on this. VIX is telling me that we are kind of like getting to the volatile season. Apple at the same time today got a nice green bar today. We just got a bullish harami yesterday. Today we got confirmation. So we may see another higher high. So this is a low, this is a high, and this is a higher low, and we may see another higher high. So we will see how it goes. Amazon at the same time going lower. Seems like Amazon is kind of like a chopping around here. The downside target would be 204, which is going to be great buying opportunity. Meta at the same time is forming a bullish consolidation, but this is a bearish pattern that I show if we take out 720. So it doesn't mean that we are going to go all the way down to here. As long as we are above 720, we should give a benefit of doubt for a bullish momentum. But if we break through below 720, remember that uh, Meta can go all the way down to 660. Microsoft, this is very, very strong support here. I'm waiting for that one, but today we got pop, pretty nice pop to this resistance here, 510. And if we get below this, again, pivot, which is 491, we may see some kind of like a bearish momentum all the way to 468. Google, it's a pretty nice momentum here at new all-time high. We got a triple dojis there, so we may see, but that could be kind of like a consolidation before next tackle to the upside. Netflix at the same time, it's just forming a bearish last 2 days, pretty bearish for Netflix. If we get below this line, which is going to be 1,145, so 1145. If we get below 1145, that would be a bearish momentum all the way down to 1,040. Tesla, look at this beautiful stock. This is exactly what we were expecting for. Tesla hit to our target price here. So this is a kind of like a box that we were waiting for. Again, 410, 400, 410. That could be the possibility. We saw lots of actually resistance here. So Tesla, we may chop him around here. But I would say whenever Tesla, this momentum, especially after this bearish wedge, it can go all the way up to new all-time high. So potentially 540, 560. That could be kind of like the scenario long-term. Not tomorrow, not next week, even not next month. I would say whenever we see something like this, usually Tesla is a spike stock and it can go all the way up to new all-time high. So we'll see how it goes. Semiconductor index, we got new all-time high, came back down, closed the day positive, but look at the candle here. It's kind of like a chopping around here. Stocks the same price action here. We got new all-time high, but it's chopping around here, which is very normal. At new all-time high, market needs to have a pretty strong momentum to the upside. Nvidia, this is kind of like interesting. Nvidia cannot hit new all-time high. Nvidia is forming a lower high, and keep an eye on this pivot, which is 165. Because if Nvidia goes below 165, it can easily go down to 145 to 150, which I'm looking for that one as a great buying opportunity. AMD is just breaking below this support neckline here, came back up for back test, cannot close above 160. If we see any red bar, that means 120 to 130 is coming down the road. Taiwan Semiconductor chopping around at a new all-time high, so it's pretty nice. We want to see bullish consolidation. If we get bullish consolidation, it can go higher, but October, September. Again, I'm kind of like a concern about the seasonality. The pattern looks good, but the seasonality, we need to be careful. Texas Instrument, look at that. This is very, very nice bearish actually pattern. And we see that these two lows are about to break through the downside. So this is a pretty nice institutional level. And we may go all the way down to 160 to 164. At the same time, Lam Research goes higher. So semis are kind of like a mixed. It's kind of like a diverging from each other. One goes up, the other one goes down. So Lam Research, 116.96. New all-time high. Moving on to financials, XLF, which is a financial spider. This one chopping around at new all-time high, but when we see some kind of like a volatility in the bond market, this sector is going to be more kind of like a fragile compared to the other one because interest rate has immediate impact on this sector. And KBE the same, it's just forming pretty nice bullish consolidation. We may see another pop closing above this, and that would be pretty nice W pattern or double top formation with a nice divergence on a monthly, and we may see some kind of like a downside after that, but waiting for that one. The same here, KRE. You see that this is a pretty nice bullish consolidation. It's kind of like a tackling to this 70, 71, which is going to be all-time high, or even stretching higher to new all-time high. But if you just scale down your chart to, I would say, zoom out to a monthly chart, you will see that it's going to be pretty nice divergence between these two tops there. JP Morgan at the same time hit new all-time high today. Goldman, it's a bearish harami, cannot hit new all-time high. And Bank of America yesterday got new all-time high, today not. So it's still a bullish consolidation. Nothing wrong with this panel. Gold miners at the same time stretching up. Look at the pattern. This is very stretched, overbought. Anyway, if you want to slice it and nice it, but overbought can be more overbought. It doesn't mean that. I'm just looking for precious metal, as I said before. It's kind of like a very, very tough to get into long or short position. So as I said before, wait for correction and then get back to the long position. So that's kind of like the best strategy I can advise. This is what I'm doing. I'm not telling you what you do, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. So I'm waiting for a pullback. If pullback doesn't come, that's okay. I have my money in my pocket. It's pretty safe here. But if you just get into short or even long position, the market goes against you, it's going to be very, very harmful. GDX, J, the same here. So we got a new all-time high, came back down. And AEM, Agnico Eagle, it's just consolidating here. Pretty nice pattern. Let me clean this chart here. And we got pretty nice momentum to the upside. Newmont got to 80 today and get back down. So this is kind of like the chopping around here. Newmont outperformed. Look at that. The stock was $36 beginning of this year. Right now, $80. So this is marvelous move, more than 125%, I would say 150% to the upside. Great move for Newmont. Got doubled or getting to the 2.5. The last sector for today, XLE, which is Energy Spider, just that nice move to the upside. Seems like coiling above this as 87, 88. This is very interesting because as soon as we get above 91, we should just see new all-time high. That's going to be the long-term breakout, and I'm just looking for that one, to be honest. Exxon, the same here, 112. If we get above 114, 116, then 124 is going to be on our way. So waiting for that one to see if that happens. And Chevron, last stock today, we got kind of like a bearish candle today, but again, 160, 162, that's going to be the last branch, because this branch, if it breaks above this, that's going to be pretty nice momentum to the upside. I would say Chevron can go all the way up to new all-time high as well. So we will see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I've covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. Have a good weekend. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.